Good morning students and welcome back to the class. So in the previous class we were discussing about the genetic disorders. Okay, so genetic disorders are the disorders resulted due to the defect in the or change in the genetic makeup. Okay, so that is these genetic disorders are broadly classified into two categories. One is a Mendelian disorder and another one is a chromosomal disorder. So in Mendelian disorders they are caused due to the change or mutation in the single gene, whereas this chromosomal disorders caused because of the change in the number or structure of the chromosome. So in this previous class we were discussing about the Mendelian disorders. Okay, that is Mendelian disorders. That is the disorders which are caused due to the change or mutation in the single gene. Okay, that is disorders. In that we have discussed hemophilia in the previous class. Okay, so hemophilia is a disorder in which what happens, the single protein, okay, a single protein in the cascade or in the chain of this protein, what happens, it gets affected, and that protein is responsible for the blood clotting. So when the protein which is responsible for the blood clotting gets affected, then what happens, the blood clotting will not take place. ಅಂದರೆ ರಕ್ತ ಹೆಪ್ಪುಗಟ್ಟುವ ಒಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ರಕ್ತ ಹೆಪ್ಪುಗಟ್ಟುವುದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನಿಂತು ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ because of that what happens, a small injury or small cut leads to the continuous flow of blood. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಗಾಯ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಕ್ತ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಹರಿಯಲು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಬೇಗನೆ ಅದು ಹೆಪ್ಪುಗಟ್ಟುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಮೋಫಿಲಿಯಾ ಇನ್ ದ last class. Today continuing with that, the next Mendelian disorder is sickle cell anemia. Okay, that is sickle cell anemia. Let us see what is this sickle cell anemia and why this is caused and what are the effect of this and all that. Okay, so this sickle cell anemia is a autosomal linked, okay, and recessive trait disorder. Okay, it is a autosomal linked, whereas this hemophilia is a sex linked. Okay, and that is that too recessive. Okay, and that means there is a change in the autosomes. Okay, and when these changed autosomes in the recessive condition, they will cause this sickle cell anemia. And next, here both the parents are carriers. Okay, in this sickle cell anemia, both the parents are carriers. That is in a heterozygous condition. Okay, in heterozygous condition, both the parents, that is father and mother, they are carriers. Okay, and carriers of carriers. Okay, and this sickle cell anemia is controlled by single pair of alleles, that is HBA and HBS. You see, it is important. Sickle cell anemia is controlled by single pair of alleles. Okay, that is HBA and HBS. This HB is nothing but hemoglobin. HBA, this is a normal gene, and this HBS is a defected gene. Okay, and so this sickle cell anemia is caused by or controlled by single pair of allele, that is HBA and HBS. And HB is nothing but hemoglobin, and this HBA is a normal gene and this HBS is a defected gene. Okay, further, homozygous individuals for HBS, okay, homozygous individuals for HBS. HBS is a defected gene. Homozygous means having both the genes are same. Both the alleles are same. Both the, you see here, HBS and HBS, that is homozygous. HBA and HBS, this is heterozygous. So this individuals having homozygous HBS, that is HBS, okay, that is HBS and HBS both are same, then it results into the disease. Okay, only this HBS gene which is in only when it is homozygous condition, that is both are same, then it causes the disease. And if it is in heterozygous condition, that is HBA and HBS, then it will be a carrier. In homozygous condition it will cause disease, and in heterozygous condition it is a carrier. Okay, fine. Next, you see here, fine. Heterozygous condition, they are carriers. Okay. Next, defect is caused. How this defect in hemoglobin is caused? How it takes place? Let us understand it. You see, substitution of glutamic acid by valine. It is very important. You see here in this hemoglobin chain, what happens? Hemoglobin, this beta globin chain, what happens? Glutamic acid is replaced by this valine. Okay, that is the change what takes place in the hemoglobin. Okay, so where that too at 6th position of the beta globin chain. Beta globin chain is nothing but a hemoglobin. Hemoglobin will be having protein chains. Okay, so here what happens in hemoglobin at the 6th position, hemoglobin beta chain, what happens at the 6th position, this glutamic acid is replaced by valine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 position. Glutamic acid, it is in normal condition, glutamic acid, but in defected gene what happens? It is replaced by valine. Getting my point? This is hemoglobin beta chain, and here in this chain of hemoglobin at 6th position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th position, in a normal condition what happens? Glutamic acid will be there, and in defected case what happens? This glutamic acid is replaced by this valine. When valine comes in place of glutamic acid, then hemoglobin becomes defected one. Okay, and so here what happens? In 6th position, single base substitution at 6th place takes place. You see, at the 6th place it is a glutamic acid, that is GAG, and it becomes a GUG, that is a valine. Okay, that is valine. So this leads to the defect or a disorder. So further, due to this defect, what happens? What is the effect of this? You see, so here when there is a defect in the hemoglobin cannot carry the enough oxygen. You see, the main function of hemoglobin is to carry the oxygen, because the oxygen gets bind to the hemoglobin and it will carry oxygen. When the hemoglobin become defected, then it cannot able to carry the enough oxygen. So as a result, what happens? Red blood cells which are a biconcave disc, biconcave ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ತಗ್ಗಾಗಿರೋದು. You see, bi means both the sides they are concave. Concave ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ತಗ್ಗಾಗಿರೋದು. Convex ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉಬ್ಬಾಗಿರೋದು. You see, ಈ ಉಬ್ಬಿರುವಂತ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್. and here they are concave, biconcave. These red blood cells are biconcave. You see both the sides they are having a depression, okay, and disc-like structures. Biconcave disc. The red blood cells which are biconcave disc, they get converted into elongated sickle shape. You see like this. Elongated sickle shape. Sickle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು ಹೊಲ ಮನಿ ಒಳಗಿರೋ ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕುರುಪಿ ಟೈಪ್. ಇದು ಸಾರಿ ಕುರುಪಿ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ ಯಾವುದು ರೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್. And so this is, so that is why it is called as a sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell. Why they are called sickle cell? Because the red blood cells which are the biconcave disc become sickle shaped. ಅದು ಕುರುಪಿಯ sickle ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕುಡುಗೋಲ್ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. And anemia. Anemia means weakness. You see, this hemoglobin cannot carry the enough oxygen. ಅದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದೊಳಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಹೆಮೋಗ್ಲೋಬಿನ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅನಿಮಿಯಾ. ಅನಿಮಿಯಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಕಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅನಿಮಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಂಡೆಲಿಯನ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ ಇಸ್ phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria. You see, let us see what happens here. Okay, what is this phenylketonuria? You see here, it is inborn error of metabolism. Inborn ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದಲೇ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ದೋಷ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ chemical reactions, the set of sum of all the biochemical reactions which takes place in our body. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತದಲ್ಲ ನಡೀತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್. ಆ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೋಷ ಕಂಡುಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಹುಟ್ಟಿನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಎರರ್. And it is caused due to autosomal recessive. It is inherited by autosomal in recessive genes. And here what happens, the affected individuals, they lack the enzyme. Here in phenylketonuria, the affected individual, they lack the enzyme. The enzyme which is responsible for conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine. ಈ phenylalanine ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಅಮಿನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಅದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, in presence of this particular enzyme it converted into tyrosine. But here what happens, due to this disorder, that enzyme is absent here. That enzyme is not produced in such individuals. Then what happens, when that enzyme is not produced, then phenylalanine is not this amino acid is not get converted into tyrosine. Then what happens, this phenylalanine gets accumulated. So phenylalanine ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಟೈರೋಸಿನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದು phenylalanine ಆಗಿ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ದ phenyl pyruvic acid and other derivatives. So phenylalanine is not get converted into tyrosine because of this absence of this enzyme, and so that they get accumulated and further they are converted into the phenyl pyruvic acid and other derivatives, okay. And as a result of this, what happens, there is this accumulation of this phenylalanine in the brain, it results into the mental disorder. ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾದ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತದೆ. And here these chemicals accumulated, they are excreted through the urine because of insufficient absorption from the kidneys, okay. So this is about the phenylketonuria, okay. So with this we conclude here and continue tomorrow. Thank you.